On behalf of the kindergarten teachers, I would like to welcome you all to our Veterans Day program here at the Beaver Brook Elementary. My name is Amy Fedrick, and I'm one of the kindergarten teachers here at Beaver Brook, and this is Mrs. Fitch. She is also a kindergarten teacher. Also, I'm here with Mrs. Walkup, Mrs. Hoyt, Mrs. McGuire, Miss Trudeau, Miss Park, and Mrs. Colley. Over 20 years ago now, Mrs. Fitch and I came up with the idea of this program so our students would have a better understanding of what Veterans Day is all about. All of the kindergartners have been learning patriotic songs, have helped you create an acrostic poem to honor our veterans today. Mrs. Fitch has no voice, so have some patience with me and all my microphones. And a couple housekeeping announcements. We encourage you to please take pictures during the program. At the end, the families that have veterans will have a few minutes to take some pictures of just your student and your veteran, but then for safety's sake, all the students will be going back to their classrooms, and then we will start dismissal based on all the notes and things that teachers have. Also, on your way in, you may have met with Adam Gunn, who's the director of the Veteran Services, and he had a table when you arrived, and he would love to have all the veterans kind of check in with him as you leave, if you would like to. Before we begin, we'd like to have a moment of silence to honor the men and women currently serving in the armed forces who could not be here today. And now we would like to ask everyone to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. One, two, three. I pledge allegiance. Now we'd like for all the kindergarten students to stay standing. All the kindergarten students stay standing, and our guests may take a seat. The students have prepared a song called On Veterans Day. Okay, boys and girls, ready? 1, 2, 3. Now I would like to begin to introduce each of our honored guests this afternoon. As I introduce each veteran, they'll be presented with a special thank you medal and some flowers from their special host today. First, I'd like to introduce Mr. Michael Pontuso. He served 2 years in the Army, and his grandson, Braden, wants to present his nunu with flowers and a medal. Our second veteran today, Mr. Derek Slanina. He served 4.5 years in the Marines, and his niece, Charlie Mae Slanina, is going to present him with his medal today. Next, we have Mr. Brian Canada. He served from 1989 to 1993 in the U.S. Navy, and his grandson would like to give his papa his medal and his flowers today. Charlie's papa is here with us today, Mr. Neil Acusis, who served 8 years in the Army. Next, we have Mr. Alex Waitner, who served 15 years in the United States Air Force, and his daughter, Audrey, will give him his flowers and medal today. And then Milo has his great uncle with him today who served 4 years in the U.S. Air Force, also Mr. Stephen Costello. And now I have a poem by Mrs. Colley and Miss Trudeau's class, and it's going to be read by George Joyce and Alex Maskell. If they want to come up. She's ready. All right, who goes first? Okay, ready?
B is for beloved soldiers.
I is for resilient men and women.
A is for America's heroes.
B is for valiant and valuable.
B is for valiant and valuable.
E is for every day we thank you.
And now we'd like to welcome Mrs. Colley and Ms. Trudeau's class to please stand. And they are going to sing America to Me. Now I'd like to introduce more of our veterans. Our next veteran here today is Mr. John Brace, who served 2.5 years in the Marine Corps, and his daughter Michaela is going to present his medal and flowers this afternoon. Mr. Richard Chikachis was in the U.S. Coast Guard. He was unable to make it today, but his great-nephew, Anthony, is here, and he'll bring the flowers home at the end of the day. Our next veteran is Mr. Danny Soto, who served 23 years in the Army, and his nephew, Flynn Vance, will present him with his medal and flowers today. Give him the flowers. Our next honored guest this afternoon is Mr. Thomas McCusker, who served 3 years in the Marines, and his grandson is going to give his grandson Rowan, his flowers and medal today. Our next honored veteran is Mr. Tavares. He served from 2009 to 2012 in the Marines, and his nephew, Hygino, is going to give him his medal and flowers. And next, I'd like to call up Ellis Darling and Mariah Rizzo to come and read Mrs. Hoyt and Mrs. McGuire's class poem, Liberty. Ready? Who starts? Okay, ready?
Inspirational.
Nope, we're starting over here.
Loyal.
Inspiration.
Inspirational. Brave. Brave.
Enlist.
Enlist. Respect.
True.
True. You are heroes.
And now if Mrs. Hoyt and Mrs. McGuire's classes would please stand, they're going to perform This Land Is Your Land. I'll continue with our honorees. Please welcome Mr. Lalonde. He served 2 years in the United States Army, and his grandson, JP, will give his grandpa his medal and flowers today. Our next veteran is Miss Bridget Badaro, who served 4 years in the United States Navy, and her cousin, Anthony Smith, will present her with her medal and flowers. Our next guest is Terry Creedon, served 5 years in the Marines, and her granddaughter, Madison McConnell, will be presenting her with her medal and flowers today. Please welcome Mr. Joseph Negron, who served 6 years in the Air Force, and his granddaughter, Natalie Cooper, will be presenting his medal and flowers. Welcome Mr. Brian Kelly, who served 4 years in the Air Force, and his granddaughter, Mackenzie Peters, is here to honor him today. And Mr. Adam Campbell, he is here. He served 6 years in the National Guard, and his son, Lucas, is going to present his dad with his medal and flowers. And now I'd like to ask my class and Ms. Park's class to please stand. And they are going to sing a grand old flag. Ready, 1, 2.
Very brave. Everybody's hero. Teamwork. Extraordinary. Very strong. Always proud. Makes the uniforms.
And I'm going to continue with our honorees today. We have Mr. Ebersol, and he served 3 years in the Navy, and his grandson, Logan, is going to present him with his medal and flowers today. And Logan was doubly blessed. He has another veteran here today, Mr. John Ebersol, who served 20 years in the Marines. And he's also going to present that medal and flowers. Our next honored veteran is Mr. Artie O'Leary, who served 4 years in the Marines, and his daughter Mackenzie O'Leary will present him with his flowers. Please welcome Mr. James Benson, who served 4.5 years in the Marines, and his granddaughter Sabrina Campbell. And then we have Mr. John Winkler, who served 10 years in the Army, and his daughter Giovanna will be honoring him today. And she's also doubly blessed. She also brought her mom, Sandra Lyden Winkler, who served 8 years in the Army. For our last poem, I'd like to ask Caroline Dillon and Landon Kelly to come up and read Miss Fitch's and Mrs. Walkup's class poem, Freedom.
Your job is not easy. Always from Veterans Day, we thank you.
And we'd like to invite Mrs. Fitch and Mrs. Walkup's class to please stand, and they are going to say 3 cheers for the red, white, and blue. I'd like to take this last moment to thank our veterans and our special guests for taking time out of your day today so that we can honor you. The students have been reading books and learned a great deal about veterans and this holiday that we'll observe next week. But you being here today and being related to them closely makes a very abstract concept of patriotism real for them. And so knowing that veterans are people in our own family who have done amazing things to protect protect our freedom and keep us safe makes that learning experience just that much richer. I do hope the memory of this day sticks with them as they grow up and develop their own sense of patriotism and appreciation for those who protect our country. So we thank you very much for coming today. Right now, if families who have veterans, you have a few minutes to take some pictures, but the children are all going to return back to their classrooms by class. And if you sent a message to your teacher, they will have them ready and we'll bring them back. If you have decided now that you'd like to take your child home, you need to kind of find your teacher, and they will have that sign-out sheet for you. But I appreciate your patience. Obviously, safety first. So we're going to ask the adults to please stay, unless you have a veteran, while the kids exit.